Hey guys, so as you can tell from the title of this video, we are actually going to be doing a Valentine's Day makeup look, hence why I'm wearing this kind of peasant top. I think it's really cute. I haven't worn this since back in October for my Halloween costume. I was Georgie from It. And yeah, let's just get into the video. So if you are noticing a change in the quality of this specific video compared to all of my other videos, it is because I'm filming on my Canon SX730, and that is the camera that I normally vlog on. But for the sake of making this video in a timely fashion, before I go to work, I have to go to work at 3:30. It is currently 1:30. I had to film on that because the battery to my Canon Rebel T6 is dead, so I'm currently charging that right now. And I need to get a little cord for this so I could plug it in right here, because there needs to be an adapter because it unfortunately will not go in to this little circuit. So I really need to order that off of Amazon. I should be doing that this month. It'll be under like miscellaneous kind of things. So yeah, that's what's going on there with the camera quality of everything. I actually have these really cute heart stickers. I got them from the Dollar Tree. They were only $1. There's 25 of them in this pack, and they're in little hearts. So we're going to be incorporating that into this look. So many things have changed actually. I don't like that angle. Whatever. So many things have changed actually since I last filmed a video. Let's see, what has happened? I kind of want this to be a reddish maroon Valentine's Day look. I don't want it to be pink because a lot of you know I don't care for the color pink. So I want it to be kind of like a burgundy reddish maroon look. And I cut my hair. If you haven't seen that vlog, I will have it linked in the iCards. I actually forgot one important thing. I will be right back. So many things have happened since I last spoke with all of you. I actually booked a trip to this year's HCI Live. For those of you who don't know, I am a certified health and life coach, and I got my certification officially from HCI Health Coach Institute, and I'm getting my mastery certificate degree online. I'm going in with the Mac Fix Plus. No, not Mac Fix Plus. What am I talking about? I'm going in with the MAC Soft Ochre. I was about to call it the Painterly Paint Pot. And this is just to prime your eyes. I actually got this the last time I went up to Denver. We actually went to drop off Xavier in Fort Collins for college for his new start of the spring semester. I'm really excited for him. We stopped at MAC in Cherry Creek Mall, and we also stopped at Lush because I had a gift card and I had to stop. But I got this and the MAC Fix Plus from MAC. These are the only two products that I really just gravitate towards from MAC. Not their lipsticks, not anything else. But just let me know what your favorite MAC product is in the comments down below, because I'm really curious to know what people like from MAC, because I don't really know. I'm not familiar with MAC. There's not a MAC anywhere near me. So yeah, but I've always heard amazing things about the MAC Paint Pot. Well, MAC Paint Pot, and I got it in Soft Ochre. There was like a Painterly Paint Pot, but it had pinky undertones to it, and this has more of like a yellow. So I went with Soft Ochre, and the person who helped me, she was so sweet. Her name was Michael, and you know, shout out to her. She was so beautiful, and she even complimented my eyeliner, so I really appreciate that. But I'm actually going to be doing my eyes before the rest of my face, so I'm just going to be going in to this Morphe palette right here. And I don't know what color, what brush should I even do? Jeez, I haven't sat down and done this in such a long time. I'm going to be taking a MAC M431 brush and just going into a nice transition color. I don't know what that would be. I don't know. I'm going in with this one right here. That seems like a safe bet. So it's the second one down from the left hand corner. And I'm just going to be putting that into the crease just for it to be the transition shade. So yeah, so many things have happened since I last filmed, physically sat down and filmed. I started working with a chiropractor, a local chiropractor, and I'm actually going to be implementing and using my degree. So I'm really excited about that. I booked my trip to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I will be going at the end of April. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to see my tribe at HCI Live. I'm gonna be a part of the mastery program by the time I go. I start mastery in March. Yeah, I start mastery in March, and I actually upgraded my ticket to the Sparks Pass, so I get a free lunch for all 3 days. So that'll be really nice, and I booked my hotel and my flight, so it's just a matter of going. But yeah, I'm just really excited to be going. I skipped the one in the fall. They actually went to Dallas, Texas. So I'm going to be going to North Carolina. I was holding out for the one in the spring. They have these conference events twice a year, and the whole reason why I was holding off for the event in the spring was because last year we went to Phoenix, Arizona, and I completely fell in love with the city of Phoenix. I thought it was so beautiful. I totally wanted to go back, and I still do want to go back for sure. But I was under the impression that we were going to be returning this spring, but you know, things change and it didn't work out that way apparently for the program. But I'm really excited to be going to a new place. I'm very anxious, excited, nervous. So I'm going to be taking that same brush and dipping into this shade 2 colors over to the right, and it looks like a dusty pale rose color. Oh yeah, and then Jeffree Star, oh my gosh, Jeffree actually had his Valentine's Day mystery boxes up for sale on the 31st of January, and like an idiot, I didn't set my alarm, so I was an hour late to the launch, but I was so lucky that I managed to get my hands on a premium box, so I feel very lucky to have at least gotten that. I really wanted to get it wasn't the deluxe, it was the largest box, because I wanted to compensate for missing out on the holiday mystery boxes, but it just didn't work out, and that's fine. I'm really excited though for this Valentine's Day box, because he sent out a tweet that there's a special something in the premium, which is the size that I got, and I feel like I messed up already. But yeah, there's a special something in the premium. There's 4 items total, and 3 of them are exclusives for this box, and I actually canceled. So I canceled my Ipsy because the products that I was getting in the Ipsy, they were alright. They weren't like to die for, my favorite kind of products. So I just canceled that, and that saved me like $20–25 a month by canceling that, and that's just money that I save and actually can put towards the mystery boxes that come out 4 times a year. So there's a Valentine's Day one, there's a summer one, and then there's also a holiday one and a Halloween one. I think this dusty kind of rose looks really nice. I like this eye way better than this eye so far, but it's okay. It feels so weird filming on this camera, honestly. Just not used to it. I hate how I get lazy and then I don't clean my brushes right away, and then it gets stained. Like, I'm not complaining, I love purple and blue, but it just stained. So apart from that dusty rose color, we are going to be going in with this like metallic-y color right here. Just gonna be putting that on like the most outer corner and attaching that to the bottom. I don't really like how there's a lot of fallout from this color. I don't like that. It's a good thing that I chose to do this before I put on my face makeup, because this is just Fallout City, like right here. It's like Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, I don't like this so far. It does not look good. It's like blendable and nice like that, but it's like a lot of fallout and unnecessary, you know, and it's not as vibrant as you would think. So I don't like it. I think I'm gonna switch to a different palette because this is just, it's Fallout City. There's a bunch of unnecessary fallout, and then it's just not performing the way I want it to, you know. I'm gonna just switch to a different palette and try and get the color payoff that I want, so I will be right back. Okay, so I don't know if it's just me being more picky with my palettes or me just being exposed to higher quality products, but I don't really like that palette anymore. I don't know what it is. I feel a little bit bad about it, but at the same time, it's not my fault. It's not the palette's, well, I don't know. I don't want to say it's the palette's fault, but if I were to redo this whole look and everything, which I'm not because I don't want to take off what I've already done, which is unfortunate, but I'm just going to continue and build off of this. But I would actually go into the color Courtney from the Beauty Killer palette as a transition shade. And then for the Dusty Rose, I would go into the color Confessions. I'm actually going to be going into Confessions just for the heck of it, and I'm going to be going in with the M506 brush, and you just tap off the excess, because yes, there is excess, but at least there's no fallout and the color payoff is there, and it is actually like a perfect competition for that inner color. Okay, I feel like I really need to fix this, but we'll go in with our concealer and carve that out. I'm actually going to be going in and cutting the crease, like a half cut crease, with Drug Lord because I love using Drug Lord, and I'm going to be taking it on a Morphe M224 brush. It's just a basic flat brush, and I am crossing my fingers. I'm like praying that this comes out okay, because so far this is like not what I intended. And I'll just use my finger to tap it in. And then it kind of just tapers off, and I'm going to be using transition shade just to blend whatever colors that I decide to use. But who has been watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix? Honestly, I've been watching it and everything. I didn't know that Ross Lynch and the actress who plays Roz, you know, on the series, I had no idea they were together in real life. That is so cool to me. You know, they're cute. They're cute together. On the show, though, I want Harvey and Sabrina to be together. In real life, they could be together, but on the show, I don't know. I just like Harvey and Sabrina together. I think they're really cute. And it's clear, you know, on the show that Harvey likes Sabrina still, you know, even though he's dating Roz right now. It's so clear he still has feelings for Sabrina. Nick is okay. I like Harvey way better than I like Nick. For some reason, Nick doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. Like Gavin Leatherwood, I think his name is. Nothing personal against you. It's just, I like Harvey a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with a Morphe M456 brush. And I don't know what kind of color I want. So I'm going to be going in with the shade My Boyfriend's Purse. I hate messing up all of these little stamped symbols. I think they look so cute. Just kills me to destroy them, but you know, gotta get my money's worth out of the palette. Sorry. And it's this really pretty pearlescent color. And I'm just putting that on my inner part and extending that to my mid-eye. And I remember telling you all for a long time that what was it? the NYX eyeshadow base was a perfect dupe for the MAC paint pot. I was so wrong, you know, because with the MAC paint pot, it just sits there. It is perfect. It's solid. With NYX, it works well, you know, but it doesn't work as good because my makeup does break down eventually, like long term after hours. But with the MAC, it's solid. It's there, you know, and it's kind of sad because I was just saying that for such a long time without even using the MAC paint pot because I didn't feel like I could afford it. You know what I mean? But I actually tried it and I love it, and it's so good because I've told a lot of you, you know, for so many, not so many years, but quite a few years now, that I have the oiliest eyelids ever. Like, I have to powder my eyelids even when I don't put on any eye makeup. But now I'm going to be going in to the Mini Breaker palette, and I'm going to be taking color Oral, and it's this really nice, just not translucent, but metallic lavender purple. It's very electric, and I'm going to be just using that to blend this color within this other color. And I feel like that's a really cool transition. Is it the smoothest transition? No. But I like it. And honestly, you blend until your wrist starts to hurt, and that's how you know you got it. I feel like this is a really nice alternative kind of Valentine's Day makeup look, especially because I'm not a pink person and I didn't want to do a red makeup look because I don't know, for me it looks very vampy, and maybe that's your vibe, maybe it's not, but I just didn't feel like it would be the best Valentine's Day look. So I don't know, with blue, wait, what am I talking about? But I know that with brown eyes, purple really looks good with brown eyes, so I'm basically doing this look for all the brown-eyed people out there. And I know my skin looks horrendous right now. It looks like I got a sunburn, and honestly, I don't know if I did. But we gonna fix that. I really want to do a deeper color on the outside, so I'm going to be going in with this color. It's called Violence from the Beauty Killer palette. It's right there. It's so nice and pretty, and it's this deep plum purple. I don't know why, I love gravitating towards purple and blue, and honestly that's what I speculate Jeffree's newest palette, like that's going to be a part of the Blood Sugar Blue Blood kind of sister mashup is gonna be. I'm like crossing my fingers it's gonna be a whole purple palette. I think that will be just so beautiful. It'll be to die for. That's what I'm hoping he's gonna introduce, but you know, who knows. I feel like that deepened it up to the point that I wanted, so I'm just gonna be doing this other eye really quickly. At this point, it's not even a half cut crease because I blended it into oblivion, but it's fine. China White, I'm putting China White into my brow bone, and we're going to be cleaning up the rest, like the bottom and everything, with the concealer because the fallout, like I've said before, it's not doing us any favors in regards to the whole face. So I'm just going to speed through this part and we will get to the end where we put on these little accent stickers and our lashes, our lip, and everything else. So I just went in with this brush just to soften everything up because I feel like it was a little bit too harsh, and I honestly should have used a smaller brush for around my nose area, but that's fine. I feel like it looks okay. I know I just zoomed myself in physically, but just ignore me, ignore that. So now we're going to be going in with my all-time ride or die favorite eyeliner. It is the NYX matte liquid liner, and I love the applicator. I used to use Jordana Fabuliner from Walgreens all the time, and I loved it specifically for the applicator, but it was never in matte. It was a very vinyl glossy kind of texture. So once I found this, there was like no going back to any other eyeliner. And I'm just gonna do a very thin line. I'm not gonna do a wing or anything. I'm just gonna do a really thin line. But yeah, right now I'm currently working with a local chiropractor. I am helping his current clients with their weight and their weight problems and issues and everything like that. I specialize in people who are wanting to change their own mental body image as well as outside physical body image, and that's simply because, I think I've already said this, I have body dysmorphia. It is a mental thing that a good chunk of the population deals with, and I can't speak for everyone, but for me it was because of trauma that I suffered as a child. I was just never happy with the way I looked. I was never happy with myself. I had weight issues. I was never happy with how I looked. I was very insecure, and that translated into just a bunch of different problems that I had, one including the body dysmorphia, you know, and it's a day-to-day thing. One day could be great, another day can be very hard, and I could be struggling, but I feel like I'm in an okay place right now, and I really want to help people learn to love themselves, because at one point in time I didn't even like myself, much less love myself, you know? I didn't even like myself as a person, and that's really sad to say, but that's what I was going through, and I'm sure a bunch of young individuals go through that as well, especially with social media, how it is today, with everyone comparing themselves to everyone else, to celebrities, to Instagram models, to, you know, the Kardashians. And so I can't imagine what it's like to be like a young teen right now and having to go through something like that. So that's what I like to specialize in. I specialize in helping people change their own body image, mentally, physically, you know, the whole 9 yards, and that's what I'm very passionate about. So that's what I'm currently doing right now. I also work independently, so I have my own website. I will have that linked in the description down below. The camera's actually flashing on this because I've been filming, I've been talking for so long, so I'm gonna shut the camera off for a little bit, finish getting ready, and I will see you all for the outro of this video and for the lip color. Okay, so I am back. The lashes are on. I actually love using my compact mirror, like, just to zoom in, and it gets really close to your lash line. I love using that, and I use the magnetic Ardell 110s, and I love using these. These are my everyday lashes, and I like using them on camera just because I like them. I think they look so nice, and the best part is I don't even have to use glue. I actually really wanted to do a highlight, but I didn't want it to be like blinding like a Jeffree Star highlight, so I wanted it to be a little bit more delicate, subtle, kind of like this look. So I'm going to go in to Rainbow Crystals from Pacifica, and it says like liquid mineral strobe, but you and I both know it's a liquid highlight, okay? So just do like 4 little taps right here, and I like to blend it in with my finger. I don't really use this all that much, but you just tap it in with your finger, and it's very nice and creamy, and you just do it like that. Tap it in with a finger, and just rub it in. Okay, so unfortunately this camera is running out of battery, and it's really making me realize I need to charge my batteries more. So I have here in front of me two very different, very pretty Jeffree Star lipsticks. One is a liquid lipstick, one is a bullet lipstick. The bullet lipstick is Popsicle Dream, a pretty vibrant purple, which you can use if you're feeling a little bit more daring and a little bit more fierce. And the other color I have right here is Gemini. It is a liquid lipstick and it is very pretty neutral, and we're going to be putting it on our lips. Okay, so the vlog camera decided to die on us, unfortunately, so we are going to have to charge that in the meantime. But luckily, the Canon Rebel T6 decided to come back to life from the ashes for us, so we are currently filming on that. I still need to get the attachment for the microphone to work so we can have better audio quality, but that is all in good time. So I'm not in a rush about that. I mean, I've dragged my feet for this long. I can do it for a little bit longer. So, but as I was saying, where the heck is the liquid lipstick? But as I was saying, this is the Gemini liquid lipstick by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I love it because it is such a nice neutral color, especially for like olive kind of tan, nice skin, you know. I love it for my skin tone, let's just say. And Gemini happens to be the zodiac sign of my YouTube crush, so hello. And we're just going to be applying that to our lips real quick. And according to the internet, Aries and Gemini are like perfect for each other. So that just like made my day, honestly, when I heard that. Because Aries are very fiery and, well, duh, they're a fire sign. Aries are very fiery and energetic, and they're just very adventurous, and Geminis have the twins, so they're a split personality, so they're able to keep up with the Aries in regards to that, but they also do their own thing, which the Aries admires because they're independent as well. So I love how these two signs can go their separate ways and be their own individuals, but at the end of the day, you know, they can come together and be together, and I just find that so appealing. And that's the best kind of relationship, where you start out as friends, you know, and then you grow in love, because I don't believe in that whole falling in love bit or spiel, because I feel like when people say, oh, they just instantly like had a connection, they instantly fell in love with the person that they're with, it's actually very vain and narcissistic and just based clearly off, like solely off of looks. In majority of the movies where they say, oh, I met him, like I saw him across the room and I fell in love with him, you know, like that is so narcissistic and very vain, you know, because you don't even know this person. You don't even know their personality. You don't know if their personality matches with yours. You don't even know if they're a kind person. You're just basing like all of this off of their looks. And that's why I don't really like romantic movies, you know what I mean? This is very unrealistic. I know that it's entertainment and everything. The one exception about like romantic movies, I love rom-coms. I love The Other Woman. I think it's so hilarious. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's with Cameron Diaz, Kate Upton, and I always forget her name. I want to say Leslie Mann. She's the actress from the Jergens commercials, and I think they are just so funny. They all get like played by the same guy. Leslie Mann is married to him. Cameron Diaz and Kate Upton are like his mistresses and everything, and it's just really funny. I love how they're sabotaging him. They make his hair fall out because they put Nair in his shampoo bottle. They like give him hormones and everything. It's just so funny. If you have never seen it, go watch it. It is my favorite rom-com of all time because it represents like women coming together to go against man, the man. So I just love that. But we are going to be putting on some stickers. And that's my favorite rom-com. I would have to say my favorite like romantic movie, like traditional romantic movie. I like The Notebook. I know that's very stereotypical girlish, you know, but I know guys secretly like The Notebook. I know they do. Ow, I almost like poked myself. For lunch, like at noon, it was currently 2:30. At noon, I actually, this is so embarrassing to say on camera, I was eating my sandwich and I was having Menazita, I want to say the brand is. It's like hot chili peppers. And I had 3 small ones with my sandwich and chips, and I bit into my last one and it squirted into my left eye, and I felt like I was so blind. Like I had to wash my eye out. I felt like I needed a saline rinse or something. It was just I was very dramatic in that moment. You can only picture me just being like, oh my god, I'm blind, I can't see! Like, my vision is compromised forever, you know? That is very me. But I think this is cute with the heart gemstones. I got these at the Dollar Tree, can you believe that? 25 for $1. But I think this would be, it kind of reminds me of Euphoria right now. I've never seen Euphoria. I only know about Euphoria, honestly, because of Adeline Morin, and she talks about it, and she does makeup looks, and there's like posts about it and everything. The outfits, the vibe. I really need to watch it. It's with Zendaya. It's gonna be good. It's with Zendaya, you know? So normally I don't use traditional kind of like makeup wipes, but I got these for Christmas, so I figure I might as well use them. They're the Pacifica makeup wipes, and I use cleansing cloths now because they're reusable and you can just throw them in your washer along with your dirty clothes, you know, and just wash the heck out of it. And you don't have to buy wipes no more. But for the sake of this video and for me not to waste one just taking off lipstick, I'm going to be using this. And these are Crystal Melon, and they're from the brand Pacifica. I just don't want my tongue to touch it, because then I'll taste the melon. Okay, I think that's as best as we're gonna do. Oh, it's kind of like tingly. I don't like that. Ew. Yeah, so if you're feeling adventurous on Valentine's Day, totally wear a color like this. Personally, out of the 2 of these, I would go more with Gemini, but that is completely up to you. I feel very like futuristic. I feel like I could be on a Valentine's Day special of Xenon. If any of you remember Xenon, if any of you remember Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, then you just know, you know? You're just in the loop. You are one of my favorite people because I remember watching that growing up as a kid. I remember, what was it, Protozoa, he would always be like, zoom, 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 make my heart go boom, boom, my supernova girl. And I just loved that song. So I feel like I could be on a Valentine's Day special, but I'm going to be taking this off. Ooh, it's really easy to take off, what the heck? And I'm gonna just be putting a Gemini back on. I should have just started out with Popsicle Dream and went on to Gemini, because then I wouldn't have to like do this whole thing again. Huh. This is the makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please excuse my rambling. I just really was excited to sit down and actually talk to you guys about what's been going on with my life. Remember, you're all strong, articulate, independent individuals, and I hope you have an amazing Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine, I hope you have an amazing Galentine's Day, and I'll get together with all the important women in your life, your grandma, your mom, your sister, your cousin, your friends, you know. Just have a special day with all of them and appreciate each other. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!